Hey friend, welcome to my channel, Elude Mental Gems. This channel is dedicated to leveling up in all area of your life. So let us learn together, read together, but most importantly, grow together. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Many of you guys wanted to know what are recession-proof jobs and side hustles that you guys could get into with what's coming. I just did a video on the impending recession, according to Forbes and so many other people that are saying that it's going to be worse than the Great Depression. And yeah, it's going to be pretty bad if you're keeping up with things, and they're slowly starting to let us know. They're not trying to create panic, but for those of us who have discernment and understanding and have looked at the tides, we know it's coming. So how can you prepare yourself financially, and what can you do? I have my notes here. So one way to weather recession is to acquire jobs in the industries that are recession proof. Okay, first, if you're working, if you already have a job and you're kind of like this don't seem too recession proof, like if it's a mom and pop job, I'm gonna tell you right now, those usually are the first to go. Mom and pop jobs. If you work in the beauty industry, those usually are the first to go. Like if you're a nail tech or anything like that, like it could be your side hustle, but I wouldn't make that the time to make that my main thing if you're not like solid, unless you have like major offices and people are working for you. I would have other sides also, because people tend to not care about beauty in a recession, even if they're rich. So a lot of people are like, well, I have clients that are wealthy, so I'm gonna be around. Like if you're a chef or if you're a personal trainer or whatever, and you're like, my clients are wealthy, so I'm not worried about, you know, because you're maybe a chef to the stars and stuff. Even they downsize during recessions because things get hard, okay? There's never any real recession-proof job. I just want to say that, but there are those that have the odds are less stacked against them. One is industries like the healthcare. Okay, you cannot go wrong with healthcare. Nurses, doctors, there will always be sick people. It does not matter. People will always need to go to the hospital. People will always need healthcare professionals. Look at when we had the lockdown, there were essential workers. Then is education. They will always need teachers. Even if they cut, like during a recession, they'll cut the arts or they'll cut special classes and stuff like that. But there will always be a need for teachers and substitute teachers. Okay, substitute teaching can be a side hustle because there will always be extenuating circumstances where a teacher cannot come in, and you will every now and then at least get a gig. Okay, so that's another additional side hustle that you can have. And then also technology. With the investment of technology, we all use the internet. The world is dependent on internet, which is why they say if there's ever were to be a war and the internet's and shutting down Wi-Fi and grids will be the first things most places do, because we cannot function without the internet, okay? And not just that, with technology and different areas. And technology is so broad. You need them in everything. You will always need cybersecurity specialists. You will always need an IT specialist. You will always need inventors that specialize in artificial intelligence. Like you will always need those people. So they tend to thrive no matter what the market looks like. That nothing is 100% proof against it, but there are some that fare better. And the next is public services. They're usually considered safe. Public services like crossing guards, garbage men, city workers, etc. They're considered essential workers. Public workers will always be essential. When the lockdown happened, your trash still got collected, right? When it came to government assistance and stuff like that, they were still, what can they do? What can they do? They fare better. They fare better. It's not just that. Some of you guys are like, okay, I have a job. I'm not trying to find other jobs. It's that I'm more business minded. I got you. There are other ways to make money aside from recession-proof jobs. One is starting an online business, okay? Or just a business in general. Now is the time to start your business. It could be freelance. You could put your services. There's even people, they should do this. I used to do this when I was in college. I used to do this for people where I'd write their papers for them, you know? It's bad. You shouldn't do that. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. But the hustle was hard. You know, it was some tough times back then. But I'm not saying to do that, but I'm saying in terms of freelancing, there's so many opportunities out there that you can give your services to, put them online. Okay, people do it by braiding hair, you know, cleaning houses. And there's people you don't even need, you know, special training to really clean anyone's house. You can just start by yourself with tools you already have in your house and just offer your services online. Hey, $50 per room, depending on the square footage, what you need me to do, or laundry. There's there's luxury apartments, like in the apartment that I lived in, they provide people that would do laundry. And these were people that would come to the apartment, bargain with the apartment, like, hey, can you offer this services for this, that, and that? And then we'll give you a cut. What? To pick up the trash for you. They do your laundry for you. They came and cleaned, and you just tell them what you needed them to clean, vacuum, mop, wash dishes, etc. And there's even people that would come and offer to clean your car outside. And there's so many things you can do. Mowing the lawns for people, painting their houses for them on the outside. You don't need special training to do that as a side hustle when times are getting tough, or as an extra income. As a college kid that did not have a silver spoon in my mouth, I did a lot of things, okay, that didn't require me to compromise myself or anything like that to hustle, okay, and I did it, and that didn't require no special education, and that there will be needs for them. So those are services also. If you're good at web design, you don't know how many times I get people even on YouTube that will write me, hey, I can edit for you. They don't even have special, like, they didn't even go to school for that. Or I can work on your thumbnails and stuff. Of course, I'm a paranoid freak. I like to do everything myself, but you could offer those services, you know, to people. Design their websites for them if you have expertise on that. Literally start posting out content on Instagram, Reels. A lot of people's like, oh, I logged out of Instagram, I logged off TikTok. So listen, social media is the biggest way to boom, start a business, okay? Doing Reels that are relevant to your business, to get spread out there, funny content, you have no idea. Event planners that I found just from a reel on TikTok, okay? Chefs that I found when I'm hosting an event last minute, I was finding everyone that posts there that they cook and stuff like that online. I was like, who can I find? I messaged like 5 people at once, and the first person to respond was who I wouldn't know that if they didn't post their services online. Even cleaning services. If after a party, like I throw a party and I'm like, I'm not cleaning all that by myself, and then I know this person be posting this or whatever, hey, can you come clean this for me today or whatever, the take down, you know, start. Y'all need to start seeing social media as a tool to grow your businesses. Or you could start blogging, you could start writing a blog, you can start, like I said, on social media, become an influencer on the side. Don't look down at it. If it's in you, you can do it. Girl, if you're into fashion, there's so many niches you can do with this. If you're into fashion, you can have a fashion blog, fashion influencer. If you're into finance, even if you're into cleaning, soft life, if you're into books, do a book club channel. Like, listen, there's so much you can do on the side with social media and get those extra coins while still working until you get to where you need to get. And there's space for everybody. 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 It's never saturated enough. You can grow at any time. You just have to be persistent, okay? So start it and just keep at it and try to get those extra coins. Next, you can become a virtual assistant, okay? I've hired virtual assistants for certain projects, okay? I've never even met them. I have a special email just for certain business things. Of course, I have trust issues, let's just say that, but they'll remind you of certain things, or you give them a task to complete for you. You can become a virtual assistant for whatever field. You'll be assisted. You just put yourself out there. It don't require like special, it's like being a virtual secretary, okay? You just remind them, They send you, hey, add this to my schedule, my calendar, this, that, and the third, or respond to this email to me, or reach out to this, or can you research this? And then you charge your fee for how much you want. You know, you put it on your website and people hire you for that. You could work at an office right now and on the side be a virtual assistant. When you get home, you do it, you know, on the side. If you have a lot of customer service experience and you're already a secretary, why not make extra buck by, you know, becoming a virtual assistant? Also, you can buy items for wholesale like eBay, Amazon, whatever, and then resell them online. Starting an online boutique, becoming an affiliated marketing. Like, there's just so much you can do. I'm not saying to go crazy into like 10, 20 different ventures because you're paranoid. I'm one of those people that I do pace myself or stuff, but there's so many other things you can do. You don't ever even have to show your face or be, there's a lot of people that are shy. It's like, I don't want to be on here and, you know, social media. You don't even have to. You can sell stuff without people even knowing that you're selling them without your identity, under an alias, get a fictitious name for your business, etc. Like, you don't have to be even doing that, okay? So think of these ideas for the recession, but whatever you do, just do something. It's rough out here. It's getting rough out here, and you want to safeguard yourself against whatever is to come. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Comment below any more tips you guys have in the comment section. Help a sister out, help a brother out that may need these tips. Until next time. And if you like the music you're listening to, the link is in the description. I love you guys so much. Until next time. Mwah.